Busy morning in the papers. Busy morning. Let's start with the man of the moment, Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyökeres, and maybe the one that got away for Premier League sides. This is in the Times. Race on for 63 million Gyökeres. Really interesting story here. They say he's got a release clause of £83 million. However, the Times and Paul Hurst says that he could be available for around 63 million, which could alert Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea. Now, here's the key here. We're told he has a gentleman's agreement to leave next summer for this fee, £63 million. And he's got a good relationship with Sporting Lisbon and Ruben Amorim. Now, remember, Amorim has said throughout, since his move to Manchester United has been confirmed, that he won't buy any Sporting Lisbon players in January. So we'll wait and see in the summer. But 63 million, it's a lot of money. But in football transfer terms, for someone who's scoring constantly, it could be good value.
Manchester United, we are told, are interested in signing the Brentford forward Bryan Mbeumo, and it's understood from one source that they're getting encouragement that the player wants to come to Old Trafford. It should be noted here at this stage that no talks, formal talks, have taken place between Manchester United and Brentford. Given the encouragement United are now getting, seemingly, from the player and his camp, those formal discussions are now expected to take place. He is a player that Manchester United have admired for a long time. He seems to play well against Manchester United. In fact, he seems to play well against everyone. Had a fantastic season for Brentford last season alongside Visser in that Brentford attack. And he's seen as maybe someone who could fit really nicely into Ruben Amorim's system, this 3-4-2-1 formation, maybe playing as one of the two number 10s alongside the player that they've just signed, of course, from Wolverhampton Wanderers in Matheus Cunha. And with doubts over the likes of Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes, it just seems like Manchester United want to give Ruben Amorim every opportunity to get his squad together as quickly as possible so that he can work with all of these players during pre-season ahead of getting a fast start to next season. Mbeumo himself has is about to enter the final year of his Brentford contract, but Brentford do have the option to extend that by a further year. So once these talks do start, I'm sure Brentford, as they always do, will try and get a good deal if they are going to sell Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United. But the news we have is that Manchester United definitely interested, and it seems Mbeumo is really keen on coming to Old Trafford.
He's definitely leaving a team that he's improved so much beyond measure, really. Obviously, he's won 2 titles with them. And let's not forget, when Man City last went to Sporting in 2022, they won 5-0. So it's a real example of how he's taken them on. And, of course, this man leading from the front. Incredible journey Gyökeres has been on. Obviously, he was at Brighton, he had loans at Swansea and then Coventry in the Championship. I remember watching him in the Championship and thinking, this player looks a class apart, really, from the teams he was playing, the players he was playing with. He joined Coventry for £1 million from Brighton and really worked hard in that off-season, building up his physique and started knocking around Championship defenders, scored 20 goals that season. And since he's gone to Sporting, he's just taken off. 45 goals in 43 matches for them in the Portuguese league. But look at this season, 21 games, this is club and country, 21 games, 27 goals, 4 goals for Sweden. It's just incredible numbers for Gyökeres. £85 million release clause in his contract, Rob. I wonder if anyone might be tempted to put out that huge amount of money for him. There are reports that will go down in the summer, sort of expires to some degree in the summer, so he may be available for a little bit less next summer, but I'm sure he'll have plenty of suitors, and I guess Sporting will be desperate, having lost their main man, their manager.
Right, quite a bit of Manchester United-based breaking news this morning. We've got an update on their pursuit of the Brentford forward Bryan Mbeumo, and United are expected to make a move for Mbeumo this week.
Yeah, it's understood that they are getting encouragement that the player wants to move to Old Trafford.
Yeah, Brentford will listen to offers for the forward, who they value in excess of £60 million. There is a feeling within the club that Mbeumo has earned the chance to move to a bigger club this summer if one meets his valuation. So they've got Cunha, Manchester United. Will they be getting Mbeumo too? We understand there could be developments by the end of this week.
So, you were Killer Jackets. How are you? Why do you not come for that dinner then? You missed a good dinner. I am good. No, I'm not okay. I will be.
Good to see you again, Victor. Another Man of the Match award. It's difficult knowing where to begin. We started so well. In fact,
you signing for Newcastle next season, Bryan? Mbeumo, you signing for Newcastle next season, mate? Come to the tune, lad. Come to the tune, Mbeumo, lad. Sign for the tune, mate. You know, it makes sense, lad.